Hello, I'm Annette Young and welcome to the 51%, a show about women reshaping our world, coming up. As European governments continue to battle against people smugglers, we meet the Italian aid groups who offer Nigerian sex trafficking victims a new lease of life. Also, where artificial intelligence can be put to good use, the tale of how two Latin American women, both victims of online sexual violence, have inspired the creation of an AI chatbot which helps other women in the same situation. And dancing the night away, the trend here in Europe to offer women-only dance clubs where you can also be sure to be in bed well before midnight. But first, and in recent years, thousands of Nigerian women have arrived in Italy only to find themselves becoming victims of sex trafficking. After a gruelling journey across the Mediterranean and obliged to pay enormous debts to people smugglers, organised crime groups will force them into prostitution. Our team on the ground report on attempts by aid groups to offer these women an escape route from a life that's become a living hell.
Along the roadsides in Italy, winter or summer, you can see them. Women of African origin forced into prostitution, trapped by criminal networks. Blessing has a degree in computer science. She was recruited, without realizing, in her hometown, Ibore, in the south of Nigeria.
I met this woman who came to me to fix her computer. We became friends, and one day she made me an offer. She said, "Blessing, listen, my brother is in Italy, and he's about to open a computer shop. I thought of you. You could go to Italy, and you could manage his new shop."
A very tempting offer. But when she arrived in Naples, in the south of Italy, her nightmare began.
When I got here, they took my passport, and they said to me, "You need to reimburse your debt of 65,000 euros. And then I understood I was in the hands of traffickers. I became a slave. For the client, you're just a product that they can use as they like. They can stub their cigarette out on your skin or hit you. And we were supposed to keep smiling to show the clients that we were consenting adults and that we had decided ourselves to become prostitutes."
Blessing managed to escape from her pimps and pressed charges. Today, she runs an association offering refuge and training programs to women who want to break free from sex work.
People didn't do any necklace with any stuff.
Yeah, we do necklace.
6 women who recently escaped from sex trafficking networks are living here whilst they wait for social services to take care of them. In order to save women from sexual exploitation, initiatives of non-governmental organisations are increasing.
Buongiorno, ladies. Ciao, Mary.
This sewing workshop allows women to learn new skills. Mary is hoping that it will help her to gain financial independence.
I started from zero here. Before, I didn't know how to do all this. I hope it'll help me for my future. I'm thinking it could help me set up my own business.
Around 20 women have participated in this initiative, a success for the association. But a drop in the ocean for this region, Naples and its surrounding area, is one of the epicenters of human trafficking in Italy. A lucrative business run by criminal organizations, active on both sides of the Mediterranean.
The Nigerian mafia has cells in Nigeria and others here. They take care of the women once they arrive in Italy. The trafficking of women for prostitution is an illegal activity that these organizations run in the same way they do for drug trafficking or money laundering.
This evening, these activists are preparing for a special assignment to go out and meet the sex workers on the streets of the outskirts of Naples.
We go to the areas where there are sex workers. We try and make contact with them. We give them support and free condoms. It's not easy to build up trust. It is a long-term job that can take years to establish.
They drive through the streets and discreetly approach the young women.
Si lavora? mo' è arrivata, mo' è arrivata.
Vuoi qualcosa da mangiare?
Ok.
Dolce o salato?
Grazie, Zucchero.
Ok.
Oh, thank you so much. When am I expecting you people again?
Next week.
Visible on their vehicle is the anti-trafficking phone number, valid throughout Italy, that social workers will answer 24 hours a day in 12 languages.
Naples is a preferred destination for migrants. In the early 2000s, trafficking in women massively developed, and we could see it by the number of women on the streets, victims of trafficking from Eastern Europe, and then they started arriving en masse from Nigeria.
According to the International Organization for Migration, nearly 80% of Nigerian women that cross the Mediterranean are victims of sexual exploitation in Europe.
Now, while questions are being raised over the ethics of artificial intelligence, here's a story where AI has been put to good use. Two women from Mexico and Ecuador who spent years fighting to be recognised as victims of online sexual violence have inspired an AI chatbot that helps others facing abuse. The service providing legal advice and emotional support via the WhatsApp messaging platform.
¿Podrías contarme un poco más sobre lo que está sucediendo para poder ofrecerte el mejor apoyo posible?
A reassuring voice for someone in crisis. This is Olympia, not a real person, but an AI chatbot designed to help people who have been targeted by digital sexual abuse. The seed of the project was the experience of one of its founders, Olympia Corral. In 2013, an intimate video of her was distributed without her consent. When she sought help, she was told that what happened was not a crime in her country, Mexico. Corral spearheaded a successful campaign to change the law and, in parallel, a service to offer advice and support to other victims, which received an overwhelming number of queries.
We, as a collective, looked for a long time for a tool that, probably through artificial intelligence or other technology, would help us to cover all the demand for help that we receive through all our social networks. We had already been thinking for several years about how we could automate some parts of the assistance to victims.
The group worked with a tech company, AuraChat AI, to create the Olympia platform. Since it was launched in September 2024, it's massively increased the organisation's capacity to respond to queries from 100 a month to more than 1,300 a month. Olympia responds to voice or text messages and provides not just legal advice but also emotional support. It's been trained on input from a team of experts, including psychologists.
For 6 months, we had weekly meetings to train and to provide all the information to feed the artificial intelligence with all the knowledge we had developed over the last 10 years.
Among other supports, Olympia is designed to help users manage symptoms like anxiety or panic attacks. The use of AI as a mental health support is in its infancy.
I am worried that some people who really do need some therapy and much more support will go to those apps and think that that's enough. And I'm not sure that the apps themselves would identify that or be able to put them in touch with other people who may be able to help them with their difficulty.
AI can be used as a tool for harm, including manipulating people into sharing intimate images. Now platforms like Olympia are helping to turn it into a tool to fight back.
And finally, we've all heard that phrase, dance like nobody is watching. Well, a concept that's becoming increasingly popular in Germany and the UK has now arrived in France. I'm talking about dance clubs for women, targeting especially mothers while offering a no-pressure atmosphere and family-friendly hours.
For once, she's not the one holding the scissors. Hamal is getting her hair styled by her colleague for a very special occasion.
So what time are you going? It'd be nice to go at 7 p.m. and stay until it closes.
Tonight, this single mother is heading to a party exclusively for women. The bar is in Nantes, Western France, and even has a DJ. A welcome chance to unwind and dance.
Great girls, amazing vibe, just perfect. It brings back beautiful memories.
Around her, about 60 women, many of them mothers, who don't have to wait until midnight to dance. The party ends at 11:30 p.m, perfect for family life.
Yes, we're mums, but we're women first and foremost, so it's important to take care of ourselves and put ourselves first.
Entry costs €15, with a drink included. Kelly Forêt is the brains behind the operation. She launched these parties after seeing how successful they were in Germany.
It's a chance for women to hang out. Some don't want to be bothered or feel shy dancing because of how men might look at them, so here they can completely let go.
These women-only parties are popping up all over France, like in this bar in the heart of Paris. A chance to let their hair down and feel safe. It's a nightclub during the day, without the risk of being harassed or getting their drink spiked.
It's amazing. It feels so good to dance. Okay, it's 7:30 p.m. and I think in an hour I'll be heading to bed because I'm exhausted.
We all accept each other, we admire each other, and we're happy to see each other, to feel joy, and to enjoy the moment.
Here, entry is free, just enough to encourage these women to make the most of it and maybe spend a little. The bar manager, for his part, is delighted. Usually his bar is busier at night, so these early evening parties are a bonus. Organisers want to scale up to bigger venues and even have childcare professionals on site to watch the kids, so that these mums can party with peace of mind.
And that's it for this edition, so until our next show, bye for now.